I wanted to thank especially Robert Yu and Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Paul Arpiao and Filipino Chamber of Commerce for partnering with us tonight for this joint event. And especially, we want to thank a big special mahalo to Jason Koo and NewYorkLife for sponsoring the event tonight. They make the food in the bag, and of course for drink, and everything's by them, sponsored by them. And we also have gold cards for ongoing. Let's see. Before we begin, I want to introduce some of the VIPs and attendants tonight. Okay, we have Mr. Sean Hamamoto. Please stand up and be recognized. From their office, Mr. Jeffrey Keeling, Deputy Attorney General. And then Mr. Jason Koo, Managing Partner of NewYorkLife. Mr. Daniel Khan, President of Honolulu Chamber of Commerce. Please stand up. Yeah, we're gonna recognize you once in a while. He thinks I work for him full time. Hello. He thinks Grace and I work for him full time every day. Okay, we also have Robert Yu, President of Chinese Chamber of Commerce. Come on, stand up, Robert. And Mr. Paul Arpiao, President of Filipino Chamber of Commerce. Mr. Tyler Hironaka. Is Tyler here yet? Tyler is not here, he's late. He is the president of Asian American JCs, and he also works for NewYorkLife. Mr. Eddie Flores, President-elect, the Chinese Chamber of Commerce. As you know, he's the president of Mandalay, Hawaii Barbecue, and I know you recently wrote a book again. It's in the 4th book. Mr. Sam Acosta, President-elect of Filipino Chamber of Commerce. New York. Thank you. Ms. Kimberly Chang.
This is the third of a series of seminars and networking events that the three chambers have been doing. And as we look at the turnout, it's obvious that it's not the venue, it's not because we're at Mandalay restaurant, it's not because of the topic, sorry Jason, it's not because of the topic. It's obviously because of the three amigos. You guys are so lonesome without us that you guys are willing to spend your precious evening to join us. So we thank you all very much. Now, the other thing I wanted to say is that all of us have different terms for our presidency. Robert will be ending his term at the end of May. Yes. And Paul will be ending end of June. And I'll be ending at the end of December. And I just wanted to, and I'll be of course looking forward to working with Eddie for the Chinese and Sam for the Filipino. So we have some crossover there. But I really wanted to thank Robert and Paul. It's been a pleasure working with you guys for the seminar. And
I still have 2 months.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. 2 months goes awfully fast. Okay, so it's a little premature, but I really want to let you guys know that these guys have been fantastic in planning things together and working together. There's a German term called Zeitgeist, the times, and I think the time was right that we were able to get together and do these things. So. Thanks, guys. So, I just wanted to mention one Korean Chamber event that's coming up that's going to be on April 23rd. And that will again be co-sponsored by these two chambers along with the Korean American Bar Association. And it's going to be on city regulations and codes, building regulations and codes. And that will be held at the Alamana Hotel, 2 to 4. And this would be a great opportunity for realtors and for small business owners to listen to 5 or 6 different architects talk about the things that you should be doing properly in terms of signage, in terms of building. Too often small businesses tend to cut corners because expenses is an issue. And so this was a great chance for especially realtors to learn about what's really required and to give some helpful advice to their clients. So Chinese members, Filipino members, realtors, your friends, we'll be sending out an event flyer for that. So please let your members know. So if I could ask the other chambers to talk about one of their events.
Okay, sure. Well, thanks everyone for coming. And what I want to say first is thank you, Jason, Koo, and the staff and NewYorkLife for putting this together. You know, this three-chamber thing's been, it started back in July of last year, actually, when I met Daniel and Paul at one of the functions put together by the Filipino Chamber. So from July to today, we had, I don't know, 3 or 4 events. And I can tell you, this is, we have the best turnout tonight, and this is the biggest event. So I just want to say thank you very much for coming. Even though my term ends in 2 months, I am sure that, you know, we will continue to work together, continue to partner on different things that we want to do. One of the things that we're going to have, our next Tri-Chamber event is either going to be at the end of April or the middle of May, or both. So we haven't really tied down the dates yet, but we will let our members know way in advance on those 2 events. So again, thanks a lot for coming. And hope you enjoy the presentation by NewYorkLife. Thank you.
Thank you to the 2 gentlemen over here. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. As we are way in the Philippines, to give everyone a good evening. First of all, I think thank you to the management staff of our sponsor. Without you, we will have this successful event tonight. As the 2 gentlemen on my right have alluded to, we had a great partnership. The one thing about our partnership, I'm the silent partner because all of these are lawyers, so I have the right to remain silent. So whenever there's a meeting, go figure, he's the quiet guy. But anyway, like Robert mentioned, we just clicked. We just met in a bar. Probably it's Murphy's Law. We went to Murphy's, had lunch, we talked about how we're going to plan for the future. And lo and behold, we have great success having joint events just like this. And I think to me, the success of our joint events is to all of you. You know why? Spending your precious time right now is supposed to be like you're out there with your family or doing something to be relaxing, but here you are, you chose to be with us. So with that, we are very grateful. Our partnership will be solidified on a formal event, but I'd like to take advantage or the opportunity to invite each and everyone to attend the Filipino Chamber General Membership Meeting. It's going to be on April 8th at 7 p.m. at the Banca Club. Our guest speaker that night is no other than Hawaii Lieutenant Governor Shan Tsuchui, who I had the opportunity to be with me in the Philippines when we had our 25th trade mission. It was a very successful event. I really like to invite each and everyone so that you can listen from the Lieutenant Governor himself about his experiences, what his take about doing business in the Philippines. And like I said, I really like working with Daniel and Robert. We are called Korean, Filipino, and Chinese, and the initials KFC. So the other KFC, they do chicken, right? But the 3 of us, we do community service and we do.
See that we have connections to all the chambers here as well as other chambers in the community. But Harry's been with us for several years and have done a great job with us. We're very fortunate to have Karen and Hannah Mounson. Let's give Hannah Mounson a round of applause. Great job. Now coming close to all of them, I think their 3rd years with us already, and time really flies. And you can see that we find talent in all age groups, gender, different cultures. We are very equal in opportunity, and they truly represent Hawaii and New York Life. And Hannah is very actively involved with all the chambers as well, including the young professional chamber. So let's give them another warm welcome. Without them, we wouldn't have this event. Thank you. Has a change went before me or after me. 12 million was paid because of that, but 42 million. We don't need to be a math specialist, but which number is bigger? 42 million, right? 42 million was cash that was withdrawn for people to pay off a house, pay off rent, pay for your rent, maybe start a business, go on vacation, you name it. It was used for living benefits. About 10.797 million was growth in life insurance. Hope you guys have a great night, and we'll be sticking around for any questions. We do have a quick survey for you guys. It helps us improve our presentations, everything that we do. Hopefully we did a decent job today, but your surveys would help us to get better. So if you could fill that out and give it to us when you go out, that would be great. Thank you, folks. Thank you.
Thank you for covering this event. This is the third of a series of seminars and networking events that we are doing with the Chinese and the Filipino Chambers of Commerce. Now, the topic for this seminar is on 6 keys to asset accumulation and protection. Now, it's important that not only do we learn how to make money, it's important how we can keep that money and protect it from different circumstances. So this is a great seminar for that. It's a great opportunity for members of the Korean, Chinese, Filipino chambers to learn something valuable, also have a chance to talk to members of each other, to network with each other, to help them to grow their business. So we hope that in the future, your audience will be able to join the chamber, because we have a lot of activities planned out for this year, because this is the 75th anniversary of the Korean Chamber of Commerce in Hawaii. So a lot of things planned, a lot of fun events, so please join us. Thank you.
안녕하세요. 뉴욕라이프 지사 사장 제이슨 구라고 합니다. 이렇게 좋은 기회를 가져서 너무 감사하고요. 한인, 중국, 그리고 필리핀 체인버와 같이 한 100여 분과 같이 저축 방법과 보험 관해서 얘기를 나누는데요. 특별한 날에 좋은 인포메이션을 쉐어할 수 있어서 감사하게 됐습니다.